Grace and peace, everybody. You saw the thumbnail. You saw the title. The Joe Budden Podcast recently weighed in to the kerfuffle, the shenanigans that we know as the Macrons versus Candace Owens lawsuit. And they discussed it on the channel. I thought it was really insightful. I wanted to hear what some other people thought, and I thought they had some good viewpoints on it. Now, I do want to also add that iHeartRadio does not like people reviewing their content, so I was a little creative with the video. This is going to be a watch. This is not going to be a watch video. This is going to be a listen to. So definitely check it out. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Let's get at it.
Yeah.
But what do you think about it?
Well, also what she's also doing is selling T-shirts to, try and raise funds for, her legal fees, which she says are going to be really, really high. And that's kind of like what you get. You can't walk around defaming people. You can't. It's called libel. You can't do that. And a lot of opinion is spoken as if it's fact, and there's a consequence for that. And that's the take.
Yeah, it's interesting to watch this play out. One of the things Candace Owens does is traffic in conspiracies and conspiracy theories. And the internet is filled with right-wing conspiracy theories, whether it's Pizzagate, whether it's all these things, right? And one of the ones that was circulating is, and they did this with Michelle Obama too, to some extent, is that Brigitte Macron, the wife of Emmanuel Macron, the president of France, was born a male at birth and has been masquerading as a woman ever since. And they start showing pictures and try to pull up her family tree, and they try to do all these things to make you believe it's true. The evidence isn't good, right? Because it's not true. Let me be clear. It's not true.
Got it.
We here at the Joe Budden Podcast saying it's not true.
Got it.
But even if you were inclined to believe her, she hasn't made a good case for it. Yeah. I think part of why they do that is because they assume that this person is so big and so famous and in another country that I can make all this money with conspiracy theories, and they're not going to do it. If I say the prime minister of, I don't know, wherever, Uganda, whatever, they're not thinking about me over here. But Candace Owens has a huge platform.
Yeah. And sometimes they have time today.
Yeah.
That's actually where the phrase comes from.
Yep.
Yeah. Today I got time.
And they repeatedly asked her to stop. She was repeatedly asked to stop.
That's true.
So then they went and hired a PI to try to figure out just how deep the rabbit hole went on this particular subject to find out who she might be aligned with. Yeah, and they discovered a lot of stuff as to who she's aligned with that are their enemies from other countries.
Right.
So.
And sometimes you become, and I don't mean this to disrespect Candace, but you become a useful idiot for people, right? She might actually believe, I don't think Candace is necessarily lying. I think she might actually believe this conspiracy theory because these people are in her ear feeding her information that may or may not be true. Because I've watched this play out before, but she's going to take the brunt of the heat for it, not these people behind the scenes. She's the one who's going to, she could lose all of her money and reaching out to Trump and them. For me, it reminds me of, what's the point guard in New York that just got locked up?
Sebastian.
Telfair. Yeah. When he got caught up in his NBA healthcare scam, sentenced to a small stretch in prison. He's about to go off now. Sebastian
Telfair.
Telfair.
On camera asking Donald Trump for a pardon. That's the same as Joe Exotic asking for a pardon.
Exactly. Everybody thinks Donald Trump, especially these Negroes, think Donald Trump is going to save them, and he's not
at all. At all.
Right. That's the other thing. Trump actually told her to stop because Trump doesn't want smoke with France. He got enough enemies in Europe. He don't need another one. Right? Not based on Candace Owens or any other right-wing commentator. So Trump ain't gonna save you, but there's a lesson out there for all y'all celebrities out there, especially you black right-leaning ones. Trump is not your savior. He's not your messiah. He's not.
Well, and this lesson we've talked about here with just much smaller bloggers that just about people and then end up getting sued. We've been saying that you cannot.
Yep.
I know we in the what did Pusha T saying? They content create. I despise that. I know we in that era now.
Yeah.
So you called it peddling conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yep.
Yes.
You can't. We do need to get back to some type of
checks and balances.
Checks and balances, absolutely.
We need some.
Yeah, you can't just say that, right?
Nah, but the funny part is they were doing that shit to Michelle Obama.
And Sierra.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
They did. I still would like to know how that started.
Some hater in their house talking.
But that was like,
that's it.
Yeah, but that was like pre-internet, and that still went everywhere.
That flew.
Yeah.
That's what I'm like. How did that? I get how something could
Phone game.
spread
It's
today.
the phone game again, man.
Telephone.
Because it wasn't pre-internet, but it was pre-social media.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm sorry.
But
social media.
But you know, back in the day, the bulletin boards, the chat groups, plus gossip radio. I mean, there was a time where all you had to do is hit the power stations or the hot stations, and if you get one radio disc jockey. I mean, think about what the power Wendy Williams had to spread rumors about people. That's all it takes.
That's true.
Back then.
That's true. That makes sense.
Yeah, and it's
I always
unfortunate.
thought about that. Like,
Yeah,
but yeah, can't just run around saying
no,
around and find out.
I ain't got no sympathy. Especially for a civil suit, you deserve it.
Especially in this instance, because hey, the person you're looking up to save you said, "Hey, stop."
Right.
Like the people that's suing you said, "Hey, stop." Oh, you ain't listening to nobody. All right, well, here you go.
Yeah.
Deal with it. Don't come crying now. I concur.
Are y'all going to donate to her GoFundMe?
Absolutely not.
Are you going to donate, Mark, to her GoFundMe?
I am not. Candace got more money than me, so Candace is killing it.
You killing it.
I am not.
Does she have more money than you and Mel combined?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Is that why you two seem to have axe to grind with?
I love free dialogue. I appreciate her platform. I want Candace to thrive.
Yeah, I'm going to let Mark speak for me on this one.
All right, what do we got here? Sorry about that. The sickos in the comments that think Candace somehow made a good point here are hilarious. We genuinely live in a society where if the production budget is high enough, people will believe anything. I cannot agree more with that. Come on. Did these clowns even watch the series? Oh my gosh, not the series. People actually think Candace Owens gonna win because some series. Goodness gracious. Us all, come on. Anyone saying that it's not true has never seen the research presented by Candace Owens series. Oh my gosh, the series. The series. Oh my word. The series. Oh my gosh. The end all be all is not the series, y'all. Please calm down. Cool your heels. The big thing is the legal response and what happens in that courtroom. The judge is not going to watch the series. The jury is not going to read the book. They are going to look at the facts that she presents, the facts that the Macrons present. That's what they're going to be rolling with. That's it. Come on. That's it. There's nothing else. But let me know what y'all think about it. You know, shout out to the Joe Budden Podcast. I thought they did an excellent job of discussing this topic. I thought it was insightful, and just like to hear what other people think about how this is being played out on the national stage and so on and so forth like that. It does seem like the Joe Budden Podcast and the hosts are kind of dialed in. They kind of know what's going on to a pretty good degree. So shout out to them for sure. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. I really appreciate it. And until next time, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of the J Whip Podcast. If you enjoyed today's show, please do me a favor and hit me up with that 3-piece special. Like the video, subscribe, and of course, share it with somebody who would also enjoy this type of content. And make sure you leave a comment because I do pin the best comments to the top. So thank you so much for tuning in today. And until next time, everybody, grace and peace.